Hi there, it's G and Yanka in the darkness, because behind us you can see the snow on the trees. Isn't it nice? So, I think we have to move so that you can actually
see our faces,
because we can't show us and the snow at the same time, because there are limitations to the technology. Anyway, welcome to Amazing Parenting, and today we'd like to talk to you a little bit about the subject of empathy.
Yep, empathy, it's the skill when we can feel what other people feel, when we can put ourselves in their body, in their mind, and we can view situations through their eyes.
Mm-hmm. I think it's very important to ask yourself, what in the world of your children is the most valuable and precious gift? And maybe to some people it's obvious that it's not toys, it's not technology, it's not the clubs they join, it's not the sports they play, it's not the test results in their schools. It's you as a parent. It's the time that you give, and it's the time that you take to listen to your children. It's the empathy that you can show your children for their experiences, for their trials and tribulations, for their successes and failures. Essentially, it's the connection you make that you cannot break.
Yeah, we decided to talk about empathy because empathy is a great tool to build connection, not only with our children, but also with other people around about us. In fact, it's an essential tool for building and maintaining healthy relationships. Because when we can put ourselves in other people's shoes, we listen better, we can express our compassion, our feelings, and we can build stronger friendships.
Mm-hmm. In the modern world, I have this feeling that sadly still too many people are born into a negative environment where they have to grow through a lot of different negative experiences: depression, confusion, loneliness, bullying, mistrust, sadness. And so sometimes there's very little for kids to hold on to. So it's vital that you take that important step, that you take time to listen and question your child's experiences. It's essentially the first step in modeling empathy as a solution to children in their lives.
Absolutely. Modeling is the key word here, because just like any other skill, children learn empathy by observation and by seeing us empathizing with them. Sadly, a lot of mothers does not have the capacity of empathy for various reasons. It can be the post delivery depression, it can be some kind of trauma that they went through when they were children and they did not develop the skill of empathy. And if they don't show empathy to children at a very young age, when children are crying and the parents, instead of responding to the crying, dissociate mentally from the situation and don't react, then children don't see the emotional reaction that would be appropriate in that situation, and in turn they are in stress and they don't know, they have no way to learn the appropriate reaction. They have nobody to reflect the emotions to them, so it is more difficult for the babies to learn to process or to determine the emotions that they are feeling. So you can see that not showing empathy to your children, even at a very young age, and then later on in childhood, has a great impact not only on their own empathy, but also on the processing of their emotions.
Mm-hmm. So how do we promote an empathic approach in our emotional relationships with our children? We can do this through connection, face to face. We can do this by being comfortable with expressing and exploring our own emotional states. We can do this through being able to name and recognize emotions and respond appropriately. We can do this through never ignoring feelings and learning to acknowledge them when at the moment they are displayed. It's, I think, also key to give your children a wide range of vocabulary to be able to express themselves clearly.
Yes, show empathy towards your children. Use words like, I know how you feel, it must be really hard for you, it looks like you're sad to me. Just show them that you're trying to feel what they are feeling, and at the same time, in critical situations with other children, for example, ask questions for your kids, like, what do you think that the other child might be feeling? Why do you think he's sad? What do you think is going on in his head? And other tools that are really good for developing empathy, well, tool, because there's one main thing that you can do is read to your children and build relationship with books, because reading gets you basically into the world of somebody else, and it promotes your capability of seeing things through other people's eyes. So reading is a great way to promote empathy. Also, having siblings is good for children to develop more empathy, because obviously they have more close contact with more people, and therefore there are more situations where they can practice empathy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, regarding those practical steps, if you have any old photos or videos of events with your children, you can review them and you can ask your children what they were experiencing at the time. If you watch films together, you can talk about the characters, you can explore why they did what they did, or how they felt at the time, or how you think they felt. And as Janka mentioned, if you read fiction together, then you can pause to reflect about what has just happened. Think about what preceded the event and try to imagine what might happen next.
Yes, absolutely. Expressing empathy towards your children shows them that you are on their side, that you're not the enemy, that you don't want anything bad to happen to them, that you don't want to ruin their lives, and that promotes connection. Yes.
So empathy helps to keep your mind and your heart open. And when we're open, we can learn and we can grow. Empathy is the essence of a path to discovery, where we can learn who we really are and understand what we really need.
It is what makes human, isn't it?
It probably is. So thank you very much for listening to us today. You can catch up with us online if you'd like some more information. And wherever you are, we wish you a fantastic day.
Yes, bye.
Thanks very much. Take care, guys.